Hi Aquarius, welcome to Karma Live Readings. I'm Karma. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. Please make sure you subscribe. Aquarius, if at any time you resonate with anything that I'm saying, please go ahead and hit that like button. We are going to be jumping into your reading very soon. I'm just going to cleanse this area. If you guys are interested in a personal reading where I can go more in depth about your personal situation, the link to my Etsy is in the description box below. I've also been getting rid of my Oracle and Tarot card collection. I've already sold 18 decks. I have a lot of decks that I have never used and that have barely been used. And so I'm only selling them for the price of shipping, which is $10. It's $9.60 to pretty much anywhere in the United States. So I've already sold 18 decks. I think there's 4 on there. There'll be a couple more decks that go up this weekend. If that's something you're interested in, again, you can check out my Etsy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. If you've never been here before, I do have a unique reading style. It is my own, so it's okay if you don't resonate. You can just move on to the next, but we do thank you for joining us. So we're also gonna clarify every card that comes out. So let's take a look and see what's been going on with Aquarius. What is the energy for Aquarius? You have the Two of Wands. So we're tapping into the recent past. This could still be energy that you're currently in, about to step out of. All right, Two of Wands, King of Wands, and Empress. And then we have the Hanged One. That's interesting to me. So you're at this crossroads, Aquarius, and what's interesting to me is you have a very significant decision to make. I feel like this is a decision about, I hate to use the word work, that's so general, but this is something that you're in the process of creating and building. This is like a really big inspirational idea. You've got big ideas, but they're on pause right now. I don't know if you're waiting. Yeah, it's almost like you're waiting for something to arrive, maybe even waiting for an investor. Because whatever this is, you can see it long term. It's going to take you somewhere. But it does require a lot of patience and a lot of growth. And then the other energy that I'm getting, Aquarius, is that there could be another person that's trying to make decisions for you. And you're kind of looking over here, and this is what you want to build, and this is what you want to bring in. And maybe that's also why things feel a little hung up. Like somebody's like, no, let's go in this direction. You should come in this direction. And you're like, but I'm full of ideas for over here, because the Empress is not looking at the King of Wands. They're back to back. So you feel as though everything is kind of stalled and on pause because you're going to have to sacrifice something. What is this Two of Wands to the King of Wands, please? The Death card. The Strength card. And the Hanged Man. Okay, to the Two of Cups. So this is about, to the Tower. So this is a partnership. It's about a partnership. Like I said, could be work, could be love. It just depends on who you are and what you're going through, Aquarius. This is the end of a cycle that causes you to have a lot of strength and bravery in order to make this decision, because you are going to have to release something and sacrifice something in order for you to move in this new direction. Like I said, there is an energy here. It's like two creative people who are both rightfully creative and rightfully have these beautiful ideas, but complete opposite. There's no symmetry here. So you're needing to let go, and you're wanting to change. You're not wanting this particular situation anymore. And it might be a battle. It looks like it's a battle, especially with this Hanged Man here. But your perception has changed. Interaction, gift. So you don't get joy from this anymore. There it is, curse. You don't get joy from this partnership anymore. It did come into your life at the right time. Sometimes, a lot of times in this life, Aquarius, things are not meant to last or stay with us forever. There's an expiration date on everything, even ourselves, right? We're all going to leave this earth one day. And I feel as though at one point in time, this was a gift, this was a blessing, and you could see it. But like I said, two people who are rightfully both creative, both have amazing ideas for their life and their future, complete opposite direction. And there is a little bit of weirdness going on when you have illness and curse. You could be taking on somebody else's lessons. Forgive me. And that happens sometimes when we're around people too long. If we're not protected the right way, we can take on their misfortune. I feel as though maybe that's why you need to make a sacrifice here. Somebody here is battling some type of disease as well. I want you to understand that a disease is a dis-ease. They are not in alignment or comfortable with where they are at. This disease could be an addiction. This disease could be, mental. It could be physical, spiritual, but it is causing misfortune and issues in your journey and in your process, in your life. And that's why everything keeps feeling like it's getting paused and stopped and stalled and hung upside down and everything's falling apart, because Spirit has asked you several times, in order to bring balance into your life, you have to sacrifice this situation. It's not meant to come with you to the next level. So what is the current energy then? After this energy, what's the current energy in regards to the situation for Aquarius? Strength card, okay. To the Fool. Wow. Like I told you, it's going to take a lot of strength for you to set yourself free. The Queen of Swords, there you are. To the Five of Pentacles. This is a loss. This is a loss. There is somebody here who I feel like is in some form of depression, or they feel like they're deprived of love. They're not being received by the person. And maybe it's not love. It could just even be ideas, abundance, communication, connection, whatever. They're not being received. Yeah. They're not being received, Eight of Swords, because it's time to walk away. Again, somebody wants you to go in a different direction that you do not want to go in. You don't see the value or the benefit of this. The World to the Ace of Wands to the Seven of Wands. You're in a space of really trying to protect your future and navigate. Because if you keep going back over here, you're going to experience Five of Pentacles, hardship, loss, depression. This is also my spiritual poverty card. Job loss, financial loss. Two of Cups to the Ten of Wands. Yeah, this is a burdensome partnership. This is not a partnership that has been bringing growth. The Devil. I told you. It is literally blocking your happiness. The amount of, you have the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords to the Five of Swords. This alone is nothing but deceit, cheating, scandals, and lies, because it also gives me the Seven of Swords. That's why you're having a hard time with this happiness. Somebody is greedy. The Nine of Cups also represents gluttony. Somebody takes. They're greedy. You got the Devil, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Cups. That's a karmic relationship. Queen of Swords again. Wanting to make your own decisions. Seven of Wands. Putting your foot down. Because this connection, this relationship brings nothing but drama and problems. And it's literally because you have two people looking in two different directions. Somebody here is also very much in their addictions, in their loss, in a dark space, in their karma, in their generational curses. This isn't an energy of somebody who's looked within and tried to do the work to become better. That's why it's nothing but problems, overwhelming, overburdened, too much work, too much responsibility, everything on one person while the other person just tries to skate through. That's not what a partnership is about. Somebody here is extremely materialistic as well and feeling very stuck and trapped. Wow. I also feel like this is a person who plays a lot of games. It's whatever they want. It's what they want, not what you want. Yep. Natural disaster says risk, frustration, and survive. You're just trying to survive, because anytime this energy comes around, it's nothing but problems, chaos. And you're looking for peace, for the ability to be comfortable, to be satisfied. How do I get to it? This person, again, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. So that's interesting to me, because I don't know, somebody could be facing jail time or could be in jail, but here's what's interesting. They don't have to be. This is an energy of somebody who, whatever they are going through, everybody around them has to go through it too, right? If I'm feeling stuck, if I'm in an addiction, if I'm trapped, you're in it too. What? And that's why I feel like you have so much issues trying to break free, is maybe this is a person who tries to guilt trip you. That's why the Strength card is here with Fool. This is your journey, your life. You cannot allow someone else to dictate it for you, or else you're going to reach the end of your life and you're going to feel like you missed out on everything. This is a joy sapper. They suck up all your joy. Generational curse. First card out, and I just said that. Generational curse. So this person wants a family with you, but they're still operating in karma and generational curse. And that's what's making you feel stuck and trapped. But I don't want to be a part of your problems. You have a new job and a life promotion that's coming towards you. And again, this person is trying to hold you back because they're not going with you. Major transformation and rebirth. Call Jesus into your heart to shine light on darkness. So there are mother wounds here that need to be addressed, because wow. So these mother wounds are the opening for you to be under attack. Spiritual warfare, third eye chakra. So pay attention to your dreams and your visions. There's something off with your intuition because of an abandonment wound that hasn't fully been healed yet, which is a gap allowing for other energies, entities, and spirits to come in and create warfare. When you get in a state of confusion and a state of worry, anxiety, and fear, that is not from the divine. And that's why the Most High is asking you to call Yeshua into your heart, because God gives you peace of mind. And when you understand and fully know, believe, and trust that there is no power greater than the one, the Almighty Most High, nothing can faze you. Nothing can get in the way of this spiritual warfare and creating that confusion under your mind. You'll recognize and discern immediately what is going on energetically. You will rebuke it and you will command it to step outside of your energy in your home, and you will put up protection around your home and your mindset, your heart, and things will start to move smoother because you called in the one who can cast out everything. That's what needs to be done here. So what's coming then in regards to this situation? What is the outcome for Aquarius? The Five of Swords, Aquarius energy, to the Three of Pentacles, coming up with a plan that you don't have to share with everybody. And the Six of Wands. So there's another network or team or connection here that is going to bring you great success, possibly even public recognition for some of you. This is big growth, big success, big celebration. Five of Swords, somebody's got to get left behind. You have the Chariot to the Hierophant on the bottom with the Six of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles. This is something you've been working on. I feel like for some of you, this is about a job. If it's not a job, it's just life. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go in this direction. I'm taking the high road. I see something. I have the wisdom for something. I am prepared for something. And when other people around you don't see the vision or don't connect with it, you don't even have to hate on them or wish them bad. Wish them well and say, I'm so sorry this didn't work out. That's what that successful ending was. It just looks like maybe this person likes to gossip a little or start drama because they can't handle it. What is this Five of Swords to the Three of Pentacles, please? The Nine of Wands. Yeah, to the Hermit. You're like, I'm exhausted. This has been really showing up a lot for a lot of different signs lately. I just did, the last few days I've done, I think I did Cancer through Aquarius in like the last 3 days. And this has been a theme where it's like everything has reached that pinnacle point. Enough is enough. I don't have the time to argue with you. If we can't see eye to eye, then at least let us agree that disconnection is the best. Somebody here is very, very defensive. And I feel like you just are looking for the space and the energy to bring peace, searching for the truth in a situation, right? Something has worn you down and exhausted you, and now you need to pull back and isolate to rediscover the light within yourself. Because someone's trying to drain that energy from you. Queen of Cups, loving self, pouring back into self. Queen of Swords, protective, that's you. Honest and intelligent. Yeah, no, you see what it is. I am not going to let myself battle these thoughts of lack from the Five of Pentacles. You may have to walk away from a situation and make this difficult decision, and that's what brings in the success and the peace. It's not easy, but your peace has to be priority here. I feel like whatever this person is projected onto you makes you feel like you are not wise or you are not emotionally mature or intelligent. And it's just this BS. It's just this BS. It's just this person's BS. That's not true. That's why Spirit wants you to pull back so that you can rediscover and remember who you are. Blessings in abundance, baby. They're yours. They are yours. You're going to become fulfilled and enlightened. Stress. You don't need to stress. The lack of sleep. Yeah, baby, you need rest. You need rest, Aquarius. Collaboration. You are very stressed over some type of group or working. But see, honey, it all works out for you. It all works out for you. And you even have live and learn here. What has been promised to you and what is your blessing cannot be taken from you. I can't tell you how many times I've said that this week in these readings. Because the enemies are out here right now and they are trying so hard to create separation, right? And to create problems and to remove us from the truth of ourselves and our divinity here. Sagittarius energy, spell work backfired, you are protected. I just told you the enemy is out here. Somebody has deep emotions for you, but they're utilizing those emotions the wrong way, right? Just because someone has deep emotions for you doesn't mean it's a positive. Right? People can get crazy with their emotions and then they get psycho with their emotions. And then all they want to do is send you toxic energy, toxic thoughts. You are exactly where you should be. Focus on your heart chakra. On the bottom, this is not for you. Heartbroken. What God has for us sometimes, all the time, isn't what we expect. It's what we need, though. It might not be what we want, but it's what we need. And if we just lean into that and allow ourselves to make the changes and to break free from the strongholds, we can experience a feeling, an understanding, and a life that we never thought possible. You've got to be willing to let go of what the world is saying. There you go, girl with a snake. Whether you're a girl or a boy, this was an empath narcissist paradigm. That's what this was, babe. Being charmed or used, and you're needing to enable your boundaries here and make healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care to be happier. Self-indulgence, baby, it's all about you, Aquarius. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, do some shadow work, learn to appreciate yourself, to bring in the stability, security, permanence, growth. You are that or that man, okay? Seduction, don't. There's temptation and third-party interference that tries to come in and gets you off track. And then you have acts. Separate yourself. Separate yourself. Stop the pattern. Silent treatment. Release any energy that makes you feel less than your value. All right, Aquarius, I send you so much love on this journey. If you would like to go more in depth and in detail with your personal situation, please check out my Etsy for a personal reading, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.